Hey everybody, Ryan Murphy here with Jacob Irons in Atlanta. Coach Ryan Day and Marcus Freeman just finished up their pregame press conference. Jake, pretty low event press conference after what we saw at the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, after what we saw in the Orange Bowl, Marcus Freeman, I don't think is going into the team meeting today with an impassioned speech, one of the more fired up speeches. It was a pretty low event, like you said. Nothing really to write home about. It was one of those contract obligations that both these coaches had to fulfill, and just that final time to ask those final questions heading into what should be a fabulous game tomorrow.
Yeah, and in that way, it was a breath of fresh air, really, because there's no lack of storylines in this game. But one thing that was really the focus for these two teams, particularly for Ryan Day, was preparation.
Yeah, Ryan Day talked about this is the longest college football season ever played. Both these two teams will play in 16 games. 16 games. That is close to an NFL schedule. You're one away from an NFL regular season, and that's professional. You're not having to deal with, on top of school, academics, and family matters. It all changes once you added that extra element for it. So for Ryan Day, he started that preparation for this team all the way back in August and how he wanted to get his team physically ready for this moment.
We started at the end of the season and then worked our way back, and so there was a lot of things that we put in place. I don't think it's a secret anymore, but one of the things in particular was on offense, we didn't play as fast to cut down on the number of overall snaps, to make sure that our depth was where it needed to be, the way we practiced, the sport science behind it all.
Ryan Day talked about how he started in cutting down in snaps, while for Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame talking about how he used that Week 13 with no conference championship as that extra bye, Murph.
Yeah, it was a little bit interesting. The coaches kind of went back and forth with Day talking about how they've been planning out the whole season, where Freeman was like, well, we knew we would get that bye week, which, of course, for Ohio State wasn't guaranteed. They could have played in their conference championship game. On the other side of things, Marcus Freeman talked a lot about, big picture things, as we usually expect from his press conferences, but gratitude was a word that came up in this press conference for him as well.
Yeah, he talked extensively about how thankful he is to be in this moment. Yeah. He talks about, since Indiana, you have the right to play for one guaranteed opportunity. There's no more guaranteed opportunities after this, and he's really grateful for that. And he wants to thank a large majority of the population that he has traveling with him that gets this team ready week in and week out.
When I think about this last guaranteed one, we started the season talking about reaching our full potential, and we got one guaranteed opportunity to do that. Enjoy the opportunity. It's going to be a difficult one. We know that. But listen, go out there and enjoy it, and don't let the things outside of those white lines affect the way you play. Right? And that's probably what's most important. And but I'm grateful for this opportunity and looking forward to it tomorrow.
Marcus Freeman has given his thanks to be in this moment, and while he understands how thankful it is, he talked about his pregame speech about how you just have to do what you've been doing all year long, but do it a little bit better since there's a trophy at the end of the day.
Well, the last of the pregame build-up coming to a close here with the press conferences. The coaches had their dueling blazers on. You saw the red and the green. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Kickoff is 7:30 from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We'll have updates throughout the next 24 hours, so stay tuned with us. For Jacob Irons, I'm Ryan Murphy here in Atlanta.